and it's made him look like a box. She actually looks really good. So I'm so sick of seeing people criticize women. What has happened there? She looks ultra narrow.
Just watch me now. Just watch me. Just watch me.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Nurse Sarah Louise, and today we are doing my favorite edition, which is celeb gossip. The first celeb has to be Liam Payne. What has gone on? He has had filler in the right areas. He's had it in the jaw and the medial aspect of his chin. So these are the two areas if you want to masculinize somebody. Now it's debatable what product this is, because I have heard, and it is going trending and being viral, that he's having implants. Now there is a few types of implants, guys. You can actually use the likes of Radiesse Sculptra, which are longer lasting fillers, almost permanent. I am a firm believer, and I think that's exactly what he's had. The only problem is he's had too much, and unfortunately it's made him look too square. I mean, chisel is nice, this is a little bit too chiseled, and it's made him look like a box and completely non-human-like. We had Zac Efron, which this is actually being questioned now that he didn't break his jaw, and I queried this because if you break your jaw unilaterally, if you then have to reconstruct the jaw, you might have a plate, but you wouldn't necessarily do that on the other side. So for me, I always thought this was a little bit alarming and red flags were going. So I don't believe Zac Efron. I think maybe the same things happened here. Too much, wrong product, wrong anatomical perspective. All in all, unfortunately, Liam Payne, this is a no-no from me. You are not SLA approved. Next up is Blac Chyna. Now this is totally trending right now. She is removing all of her demonic tattoos, all of her filler, and going back to her more natural state. She actually looks really good. Now it's always questioned, do they really remove everything and not get anything done? No one does that in this world. They just do aesthetics really well. So they have it placed in the areas where it should be with the right amount of product, and they go to the correct practitioner. It's not rocket science, guys. I've talked about this before, and this is showing you when it's well done. It's taking her back to a softer look. She has more softer cheeks now. Her jawline is not as harsh. Her chin has really nice projection, and she actually looks younger. So guys, that was an easy one for me. Blac Chyna, you are SLA approved. Next up is Miley Cyrus. Now that girl can buy her own flowers any day, and I totally agree with this. Woman power. I love the transformation she has actually had. Literally, I feel like she's so much softer. Her eyes are always striking. This is one of her major features. A gummy smile that she did have naturally when she's younger. She doesn't have that as much, and we know that that's a quick fix. You can put a little bit of Botox, you can put a little bit of lip filler, and that will actually settle that down. Obviously with age, our gums, our teeth change as well. Her jawline is lovely. Her cheeks are striking. She still keeps that really nice love heart shaped face. She's got a really nice high eyebrow, which hasn't been tampered with too much. She still looks lovely. Now, her nose has definitely been operated on. There's no amount of filler, photos, contouring, highlighting that can do that, but her nose has been done relatively well, and this suits her actual anatomy. I love that she hasn't just overdone her lips as well. She's kept them really natural and in line with her eyes. Remember, if you can keep your corners of your mouth to the corners of your eyes in proportion, they will never look fake, as well as projection. From me, Miley Cyrus, you are SLA approved. Next up is my fellow Aussie, Nicole Kidman. Now, sometimes I might seem biased, but actually, even though I might love them from a personal point of view, I still always try and keep a really neutral playing field with their aesthetics. In this photo, I think they've completely changed her smile. What has happened there? She looks ultra narrow. They've really taken this away from her, and that was one of her natural beauties, her smile with her eyes. So that's a shame. Now, how this could have been done, Botox, because if you put Botox around the mouth, you can actually change the function of the mouth. It's a real danger to play with Botox lower face if you don't know what you're doing. I think they've also overfilled her on her cheekbones, so now she's not looking as apple-cheeked, she's looking harsher, and ultimately that makes her look aged. And this is the danger. when you put filler in the wrong areas and you don't respect the natural anatomy of the patient, you can push them 10 years the other way or 10 years younger, which would be the good way. Her nose has been operated on, but it's been operated on for a long time. You can definitely tell the rhinoplasty. Her eyebrows are a little raised, but she still has a low set brow, which I quite like about her. I'm not a fan of her aesthetics, I'm sorry. You know, I often think at this level, who do they go to take away some of the most natural parts of her beauty is really detrimental. And this has really affected her. And I believe that she probably wouldn't be as happy with it either. I'm not sure. For that reason, I am sorry, Nicole Kidman. I love you. However, you are not SLA approved. Next up is Mariah Carey. She's been with my fellow Aussie back in the past. However, she has had an amazing transformation over the years. Actually changed quite a lot, as you would with age. You know, things change, all of your structures change, your anatomy changes, but she's aged incredibly well. Now, there is a bit of a debate. Has she had too much aesthetics? Is she too full? Is she too cheeky? But if we rewind to when in her younger years, she actually had beautiful apple cheeks anyway. So her mid-face is quite full, and that is a #1 character feature of hers. Obviously, she's going to take this into her older years. You would have to be careful in Mariah because you don't want to add too much filler here. You don't want to change her medial structure too much because in someone like her, she can look quite chunky. Now, also, it could just be weight. People, it's not always filler. People do change weight. They fluctuate. This is normal. And for women, we're always changing weight hormonally, menopause. She's at that age as well. So I'm so sick of seeing people criticize women.
They are too puffy, too full.
They've probably just put on a few pounds. Get over it. So I think her face does change. I don't think she goes overboard, and she actually represents and holds it really well. So from that, Mariah, you are SLA approved. Next up, we have the infamous Lalisa. Now, if you guys haven't seen this, which I'm sure you have, and now this is so evident, you can see she has changed so much, but actually, she looks incredible. I think the work has been done and really well proportioned. Obviously, there's surgery, right? These guys in Korea get offered surgery. I think it's like their 16th or 18th birthday. If my parents offered me that, oh my God, I would be somewhere unknown to man right now. The one thing you can tell the difference at, and the one thing that represents beauty, is always looking at facial thirds. They have to be equal. Now, if you look at her before photo, the lower third is much shorter. In the photo, you can see her after photo. Look how much more balanced she looks. This has definitely been done with an implant. You could not build the lower face up with dermal fillers. A, you would need a lot. B, they wouldn't last as long. And C, just the risk of them looking unnatural and not working with the mechanical muscles is not ideal. She's definitely had a rhinoplasty, which I quite like. It actually matches her features. Her jawline's lovely, but they love this look of a real Dolly-like, you know, really flawless cheek to chin transition. And I think she's really got that, and it's really nicely harmonized. So all in all, Lisa, it's no secret she's had any work done, but actually I believe it's done quite tastefully. And for that, you are SLA approved. So guys, that's a wrap for my favorite segment of celeb gossip. If you have anyone that you would like me to review, drop it in the comments for us and we will try and pop it up next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to see more of these videos, we will keep them coming.
Just watch me now. Just watch me. Just watch me.